Hello, guys. It's Kyle on Nega-Carnage. Sorry it has been a while since my last video, but I'm back with another video. And today I'm going to be talking about X-Men. Specifically how the X-Men possibly planned to tie in or blend into the MCU at Disney. Has Fox possibly planned a blending to the MCU all along, not just after the buyout in 2019. Fox knew what they were doing, and a lot of people underestimate that. First, we have the X-Men, the first film in 2000, which focuses on Magneto after Rogue, and Wolverine helps Professor X and the X-Men. He's not one that he is kind of official X-Men, but yeah, and then the big battle is Statue of Liberty. Yada. We know that X2 Wolverine is having memory problems. And Professor X is helping him regain his memories. Of the Weapon X program. Coincidentally, Stryker comes into play in this movie. And also coincidentally, how Professor X helped Wolverine with his memories back in 2003, 5 years before Iron Man or the MCU started. It's the same way he does in his cameo in Doctor Strange 2 with Wanda. Now he doesn't help her with her memories, but when he helps her, I don't know how to explain it. When he connects with her mind in that astral realm, they're basically in the astral realm. That's the same way that his mental abilities is what helped him help Wolverine. Keep that in mind. Then we have The Last Stand, which is basically takes on the Cure storyline and Dark Phoenix storyline. And they did they didn't do a good job. But what if they didn't want to do a good job? The movie came out in 2006, 2 years before Iron Man. 2 years before MCU. Okay, where am I going with this? Oh, what if they didn't want to do a good job? They wanted to tie in to the MCU at one point. So at the end of X2, Jean sacrifices herself to save the rest of the team. And then in this movie, she comes back as Phoenix, or Dark Phoenix. Okay? Now, obviously, they keep going with this franchise for 14 more years. 13, 14 more years. And they end up doing the Dark Phoenix storyline again. Now, why would they do that? I'll explain that later. But for now, let's go on to let's take a step back and go talk about X-Men Origins Wolverine, which takes place in 2009, which is indeed after the MCU got started. And it takes place during the war. It shows Wolverine, X-Men Origins Wolverine takes place when Wolverine is in the war, and it shows exactly what happened in the Weapon X program. How his feud with his brother Sabretooth got started, all that, and it even shows him get the help from a bad version of Deadpool and Gambit. Good version of Gambit, which they later tried to recast and they get nowhere with. But they fix their problem with Deadpool 7 years down the line. I'll get that. Then we have, I forgot what year it took place. It's in like the 80s. After like the Vietnam War. So it's not exactly World War II, which was Wolverine in comics. Wolverine was in World War II for Captain America. Now, in Captain America, the first Avenger in 2011. Wait, no. Yes, 2011. That takes place in World War II. And they were going to try to incorporate a cameo of Wolverine. But that didn't happen because of rights issues and they couldn't do that. But there is an X-Men Easter egg in the first Avenger. Now, in the comments, you're probably gonna be like, "Oh, that's not confirmed." But one of the soldiers that Steve was training with before he got the serum is Hodge. Last name Hodge. Cadet Hodge. That could have possibly been a hint at Cameron Hodge, which is a big X Factor villain. X Factor is the original 5 members of the team. Cyclops, Jean Grey, Iceman, Cyclops, Iceman, Beast, Angel, and Jean Grey. That's X Factor. And if the Fox movies didn't get bought out by Disney, I have a theory that they were going to end with X Factor. I'm going to end up talking about Mr. Sinister in this video. Next. But if they would have continued their own thing and not get bought out by Disney, I think they would have did Mr. Sinister in the X Factor movie. But that's not here or there. I'll continue. Now, remember when I said they were going to do Dark Phoenix storyline again? And they actually, now I think they actually have reason for doing it again. But to keep that reason in mind for the next 3 movies. Okay? And actually for the rest of the list. Because this is where the blending blending starts. Not confirmed, but yeah. Anyway, in 2011, same year, Captain America: The First Avenger came out. X-Men: First Class came out, and that takes place in the 60s. Now, it's 1963, when the year that X-Men comics first started. X-Men #1 with the first 5, and X-Men #1 was the X-Men were already established. 4 of them. Cyclops, Iceman, Beast, and Angel. And it's the day that Jean joins the team to go up against Magneto. Well, it's the day Jean joins the team and Magneto ends up causing trouble. Anyway, that's not important to the tie-in. But there is one comic event that is. But I'll get to that. Well, I mentioned it already. Jean. Jean. Keep Jean in mind. It's all about Jean. They make you think it's all about Wolverine. But no, it's all about Jean. The next movie, in matter of fact, it comes out in 2013. And it is The Wolverine. In The Wolverine, Wolverine, I almost called him by a name I'm going to use later. Okay, Logan. I'm going to call him Wolverine for now. Even though he's my favorite. Wolverine's my favorite character in the X-Men. That's just me. Let me know what you guys think. Who's your favorite characters and what you think of the theory I'm going with. Anyway, in The Wolverine, he's having dreams. He's a loner in Japan. Actually, the movie starts out with a flashback of him saving this dude's life. And the dude in Hamasaki or wherever the bomb went off, Hamasaki, wherever. Bomb. Up and down. I'm having a brain for it. I know I know my history. I'm being for whatever about us. Each bomb, I forget. Anyway, he saves the dude from the hydrogen bomb. I think. I'm gonna go with the hydrogen bomb. Not the bomb's not point. This dude that he saves ends up being bad guy. We flash forward to the present day in 2013. That's the same year Iron Man 3 came out. No connection. Actually, there's one connection. In Iron Man 3, he's having PTSD from the Battle of New York. Well, Iron Man is having PTSD from Battle of New York. And in the Wolverine, he's having PTSD. Well, dreams and nightmares about killing Jean. Remember when I said it's all about Jean? And he's dreaming of Jean in the afterlife. Like when he dies for a second and comes back and sees Jean, but no, he comes back. He decides that he's needed, and because dude that he saves ended up sending one of his granddaughter's friend, Yukio, who's also in the Deadpool movies, to go get him. And you wants a healing factor and whatnot. I need to get on with the video. Which mean the Wolverine ends with him being back in New York, getting off a plane back in America, probably New York, I think. Yeah. And who agreed to him at the airport? None other than Magneto and Professor X, who was presumed dead by Dark Phoenix. Jean supposedly killed Professor X in the Last Stand. But Professor X mentally put his consciousness into a new body. How he got his original body, I have no idea. But anyway, Magneto and Professor X need Wolverine, Logan, to help save the future. In days of X-Men Days of Future Past. Here's where the whole blending comes in. Well, this is the epicenter of the blending. in days of future past, we find out the reason that Magnum Professor X recruited Wolverine was to prevent and to go back in time to prevent Mystique from killing Bravo Trask and unleashing the Sentinels. She ends up succeeding. Wait, so the time he goes back to is 1973. And there's a reason why I'm waiting to say the time he comes from. The movie came out. Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. 1973. He tries to prevent Mystique from killing Bravo Trask and releasing the Sentinels, which he does, but well, he stops her from killing Trask. But some Sentinels were already built. There's not to the dystopian timeline, which when he returns is no longer there. When he returns in 20. Well, first, the movie takes place in 2014. The same year Avengers 2, Avengers Age of Ultron take place. And in this movie, when he goes back into the past, we meet Quicksilver. Evan Peters Quicksilver. In Age of Ultron, there's Andrew Johnson Quicksilver that gets killed off, for they could use Quicksilver here, and Wanda, Pietro Maximoff in the X-Men universe for now, being keyword, words, and Wanda Maximoff, played by Elizabeth Olsen in the MCU. Now both are gone in the MCU. Except for now. And anyway, when he returns in 2023. I know, I have bad D. Sorry. I was trying to get too close to my phone. My camera. That dystopian timeline is no more. And he is greeted by Kelsey Grammer's Beast, Halle Berry's Storm, Cyclops, and he goes to ask, well, he goes to ask Professor X to catch him up. But before he does that, he runs into Cyclops, and Jean. Jean is back. Or if you go with my theory, that ain't Jean at all. That is not Jean. People who are watching X-Men 97 could get the feeling of exactly who I think that is. But let's continue. It is in 2023. And that's the end of the last we see of the X-Men. Well, in present day. Somebody snaps a finger and we see them in the MCU. Oh shit! What year was the snap, man? I think the snap happened in 2023. Yes. But anyway, let's continue with the next was Deadpool. They made fun of Deadpool and X-Men Origins, and like at the end they teased Cable. Now, Cable appears in Deadpool 2, which comes out in 2018. Yes, I'm skipping 2 movies just to wrap up. I'm gonna go back to the 2 movies I skipped. Cable appears in Deadpool 2. His mother is Madeline Pryor, clone of Jean Grey. This is right. Ooh, and made by Nathaniel Essex, which we see men collect sample of Wolverine's blood in X-Men Apocalypse to create a clone daughter of Wolverine, just like the clone of Jean Grey that could have been in Days of Future Past in Logan, the clone daughter in Logan, and that they do Dark Phoenix in 2019, which is to signify that they were gonna gear up to another Phoenix-like event. But instead of Dark Phoenix, they were going to Inferno. Starting with and that they were starting to tie into that in New Mutants in 2020. Which is probably why the first X-Men movie in the MCU, then by name is The Mutants. The New Mutants, The Mutants is the standby name for the X-Men in the MCU. And as we're getting ready for Deadpool 3 and X-Men 97 is out, we could see Madeline Pryor, Sinister, and all this possibly coming to fruition in Deadpool 3. Start to come into fruition in Deadpool 3. I know I can't expect the ending, but the April 3 is called Deadpool and Wolverine. I was going to tie something else from the MCU, I forgot. Oh yeah, Days of Future Past. Professor X. The Marvels, Kelsey Grammer, Beast, Deadpool, Wolverine, possibly including Cyclops and Jean, or Madeline Pryor, as I said, which is the people at the end of Days of Future Past. Now, Storm was at the end of Days of Future Past, but I don't think so. He has the chance of coming into Blade, and I'll explain why in another video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a nice day. There will be more Nega-Carnage. Peace.